You know, the game plan kind of went like I had hoped in the first half, particularly the second quarter. I think we killed the ball a large portion of that quarter. I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but the bad part about it is we moved the ball and got in scoring territory and would get a penalty or a sack, and it knocked us out of scoring points that kind of would have made it a little more interesting for sure. And then the third quarter was dominated by them. You know, I think we had 2 3-and-outs, and they had most of their yards probably in the third quarter, it felt like. And you know, they're a good football team for sure. I thought our kids played well enough on defense outside of the few explosive plays to give us a chance to win the game. But offensively, we're searching, and we gotta find some answers.
You said you're searching on offense. But you played a lot of quarterbacks today. Where do you want to stand moving forward?
Well, I don't want to play a lot, you know, and I certainly don't want to sit here and make a lot of assumptions without watching the film. It just we had people open, and we either missed them or the pressure distracted us, it seemed. And I've got to watch the film and see, you know, exactly what was going on to cause that. But we certainly missed a few opportunities in the passing game. I thought we were running it efficiently early on. At one point, Jarquez was averaging like 8 yards a carry. And but you got to stay balanced, and you know, we just weren't efficient at all in throwing the ball to open receivers when we had them for whatever reason, and it could have been pressure. We'll have to look at all of it to see, but we certainly were struggling with that aspect of the game that resulted in a lot of negative plays.
You kind of similar to the Cal game. You guys had 5 penalties on third down in this game that pushed y'all back. How much did that sort of throw off your game plan? Like you mentioned, running backs pulled you out of the range.
Yeah, I don't know if those were the holding penalties, or I know we had 1 false start, but I don't remember many false starts. But I mean, those 2 holding calls when we were in field goal range both times really hurt. And be anxious to see them on film, and they were on 2 really good runs that we had that put us even closer. So penalties certainly did not help us. They came at difficult times.
The pressure, do you think it was, you know, just off the line? Man, we had what
yeah,
quarterback is?
Again, I'd rather watch the film. I'll tell you Monday, but I thought we were holding up pretty good in the middle, and that we just got distracted some with edge pressure. But again, I would rather watch the film before I say for sure.
How tough does it get, though, when you become one-dimensional? They're able to kind of tee off.
Yeah, against that kind of defense, I mean, their front is so talented that it makes it very difficult to, if you're one-dimensional, it makes it very hard.
You mentioned that edge pressure both with Peyton and Robbie in the game. It seemed like maybe they weren't noticing it or it wasn't getting checked out. Did you feel like that was something that was affecting you guys when they kind of brought somebody there on the edge?
Yeah, it affected us. It hurt us a couple times in the run game, truthfully. You know, it caused negative plays, and you know, we've got to coach it better and execute it better. We do have an answer for that, but the 2 edge pressures, the ball did not go to the right place for sure, that I saw in the run game. And then the edge pressure in the pass game, I thought we did a decent job picking it up. It seemed to distract our eyes to where our eyes didn't stay downfield with the throws that we might have had.
When you look at the defense, I mean, those guys kind of clawed, scratched their way until they kind of ran out of gas at the end.
Yeah, I mean, they fought and obviously gave up a few explosive plays in the third quarter, but we didn't help them. You know, I don't know what the time. It's not broken down by quarter, but it couldn't have been. Yeah, it couldn't have been good, and I think that took the gas out of our defense.
What just Eugene Asante kind of stepped up again and made a bunch of big plays. How much is he doing for this defense right now? He's
playing good. You know, he's we just hopefully can get him to where that he doesn't have the 4 or 5, 6 plays, not just him, but where he's misaligned, and it causes a weakness in the defense. And we still have a little of that, but there's no question the effort he's going to give, and it hurts him when we don't succeed, and you see that in his face.
But he gave you a spark offensively running in with a couple receptions. What did you see from him?
Yeah, you know, we like him a lot and said that from the beginning, and he did give us a spark. I think he had 2 runs on 2 of the penalties that were long runs, or good chunk runs that, you know, they got called back. So it's good to see him have success.
You've had several guys go down injured in the game, and how much tougher did that make it for you guys? Getting all those hits?
It made it really hard when Puckett went down. You know, we're already down Keontae, and Puckett, I would say, is the next guy back there that knows everything that's going on. And then he goes down, and Kaufman was in and out, and you know, so we were you had to play Gilbert a lot in Puckett's place, and you know, we're struggling with the depth back there for sure.
Do you have any update on Damari Alston's injury?
I know that they were going to do a X-ray, but I haven't heard anything about it. And it's a shoulder. I know that.
What did you feel like was the difference when they made the change, or they had to make the change at quarterback? It seemed like that maybe gave them a bit of a boost.
Well, he sure threw it well, but you know, I don't. We've got our own quarterback issues, so I don't know what happened there or why they made the change. But he seemed to give them a pretty good spark.
Anything else?
All right. Thanks, guys.